hoping we can peer pressure Jimmy into coming on the live stream next week. Maybe Thursday. Let's all peer pressure Jimmy. I don't even know his name. Never mind. He won't come on the stream. I don't know his name. Jimothy. Let's peer pressure Jimothy to come on the live stream. I need a guest. It's been kind of stale, not gonna lie. Need a guest to need a guest to spice things up a bit. Anyways, how's everyone doing? I got nothing for you, so you guys are gonna have to keep me occupied today. Jimmy says I'll do it. Do you want to do it Thursday or Monday? Thursday at 9 a.m. or next Monday? Actually, you can do it whenever. You can do it midnight on a Wednesday. I don't care. Casey, what's up, buddy? Candy, hello. Valerie, hello. Curtis, Fish Tropics Whiskey, hello. 54 Punchy, the Farlowella Fry are doing really well. Shelby, Tampa Tom, hello. Greg, hello. Pony Girl, hello. Jeremy, hello. Hello. Everyone, Cichlid Dude. The really early people. Matt DLR, really early. Interesting. Connor, hello. Jobs, Aquarium Tank. Susan for SLC Aquatics might be sleeping, but hello. Deb Schramm is here. Invite me. Be ruthless, toothless. Fat man from Alabama. What? Oh, be a ruthless, toothless. Greg, I sent you yellow tiger endlers. I know you said that it would be a surprise, but I sent you a lot of yellow tiger endlers today. And thanks for being cool about another little mishap there, but hopefully they all make it. I'll do it for some Rio Von Tetras. All right, I gotta look it up if it's Von Rio or Von Rio. I think I said it backwards in the video. Von Rio Tetra, the Flame Tetra. Those look pretty cool though. If anyone watched the video on Sunday, the Von Rio Tetras are looking pretty nice. I'm Tom Stayer. I'm a billionaire with an ugly belt and an ugly wife. What? I don't get the reference. Lisa, hi Bob. My Harlequins are doing great. That is good to hear. I haven't been able to get any more since then. It's kind of disappointing. I love that fish. It's a really, really cool fish. So I am glad to hear that, Lisa. And thanks for coming to the live stream. So what should we talk about? Did you guys see this weird looking fish in the thumbnail? That is a Neo something wrasse. It's a saltwater fish, in case anyone is wondering. I did have a few things I wanted to talk about, but I already forgot what they were. So, Seafood Aquatics, hope the business is going well. We are now exactly 1 month into it. Alien World Aquatics, 1 month into it, and I have nothing to ship out tomorrow. So it looks like I'll get a day to film, do something. I don't know, but yeah, it'll be the first Tuesday that I don't have to ship anything out so far, unless someone buys something tonight. But otherwise, I gotta think of a video to do. It's only a model. What would I do with an empty 75-gallon tank? I would build a paludarium, and I would do something simple like some long-tailed lizards, and then maybe some endlers or guppies or rasboras, something like that. Casey wants to know what's next for the fish room build. Boy, I don't know. You saw it. I still have a lot of cleaning to do. So basically, all my crap that was in the garage is now in my fish room, including like a weight bench, all my hiking gear, my backpacks, my tents. So I have like the shelving system that you guys have all seen. And then I have the 2 Costco racks. And one of the Costco racks still has all my crap on it. So I still got to find something to do with all that stuff. The weight bench is like right in the way. Super annoying. But yeah, when you have a garage full of stuff and you build a room, there's really I mean, there's nowhere else to put it. It's not gonna magically find somewhere to put this stuff. So this stuff has to slowly find homes, and it will. Yeah, I gotta finish up the air system. I was an idiot and bought all the wrong size PVC piping. Um, so yeah, that's a little setback. I gotta do drains still. I haven't really decided on what I want to do for a drain. When I was doing water changes yesterday, I had just put like a 20-gallon tank on the floor, and I was siphoning everything into that, and then I was just using a pump to pump it out. So basically, I could do something like that and get like a bilge pump or something, so it just automatically turn on, which would be kind of neat. I like that idea. That's what Corey did. If you remember way back in one of his first fish room builds, just using a sump pump. But I don't know if I want to do that or if I want to go like, I really like how Rachel Leary does her fish room and drains. So yeah, I haven't really decided yet. Seafood Aquatics, how many rasboras would be good for a 75-gallon tank? Well, normally I would say it depends on the rasbora, but most commercial rasboras, you could easily do like 100, and I absolutely would. There are some rasboras that get like 2 feet long, so you probably want to stay away from them. But most anything you see in the hobby, you'd be good with about 100 of them easily. Hey, Suzy Q Aquatics is here. Hello. It has been amazing. What? Man, this is what happens when I don't pay attention to chat. I just drain it into the forest behind me. Is that normal? No, my original fish room, so the one inside the house, I drain out the window into the yard, and that, I like it. It works. Grass loves it. I can talk about this. I have 1,000 red wiggler worms coming tomorrow, so that's a pretty cool new project for me. I don't know if any of you guys have ever used red wiggler worms, but I haven't. So I'm looking forward to that. And they'll be great for puffer fish. They'll be great for basically any of my larger fish. Bob, what is the most challenging aspect of starting your business 1 month in? Let me get to that in a second. So as far as the red wiggler worms, if you don't know what those are, they're basically like smaller earthworms. So I got to build a bin for that. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. That'd probably be pretty smart since they're coming. Oh no, they're coming Wednesday. The worms get here Wednesday. Yeah, I guess I got to add that to the list of things to do. Okay, so what has been the most challenging aspect of starting your business 1 month in? I will tell you absolutely the most challenging has been getting fish in and then getting good quality fish in. It's tough because I have an invoice right here that obviously I'm not going to show you guys, but like sometimes they list the sizes and sometimes they don't. So for instance, I bought a ton of neon green tetras, green and neon tetras, a ton of them, and they came in as like fry, like a 1/4 inch, and they didn't make it. They were way too small. They shouldn't even have been shipped or sold or anything. Like how they made it this far down the line, I'll never know. But they didn't make it. So it's been challenging trying to figure out what's good and what's not good. For instance, like the Von Rio tetras, they came in huge. Like, I mean, it's a tetra, right? So, and again, there's like tetras that are like 5 feet long, but I exaggerate. But for like a tetra that you would buy on a like commercially for wholesale, those came in like full grown adults, and they're not listed there either. Like there's no size listed there. So at one point, I don't know. I think I've had them for about 3 weeks now. I've actually had Ember tetras for a long time, and on those it did say the size and it said large. They came in, they're nice and big, however, they have no color. And I was like, well, maybe it's just, shipping stress. But here we are, like I think it's been 3 weeks now, and maybe like 15% of them have colored up, and the rest are still clear. Obviously, that's something I can't sell. Um, so it's definitely been a really rough learning curve with the wholesaler, and then actually getting wholesale accounts. So let's say tomorrow this wholesaler goes belly up. Well, if they go belly up, I go belly up because it's the only account I've been able to secure. Um, I will tell you that these companies, I don't know what their deal is, but they don't recognize the internet. And a perfect example of this is like the Aquatic Experience. While I understand they're not a company, they again didn't realize like the power of the internet and social media, and how well that does for business. And now the Aquatic Experience is dying, and Aqua Shella is like booming because Aqua Shella embraces social media. And now the Aquatic Experience, it might not be around anymore. And it's like, just, I don't know. The only thing I can think of is like a bunch of old dudes that really don't change with the times. And that's how I feel about all these wholesalers too. They're like, oh, you want to sell on the internet? No, absolutely not. You need a retail store, which is stupid. Like, and you can even go to these wholesalers and be like, I will spend, like my local fish store, or any local fish store, they might spend like maybe $500 every other week, right? You could go to them and be like, I'll spend $2,000 every single week, and they won't even care. They're like, no, you don't have a store. And I'm like, I would order 10 times the amount of your local ma and pop shop, but yet you still won't deal to me. And I will tell you that Seagrass is by far the worst. Like, to get an account with Seagrass, those guys, they want to run like an FBI background check on you. It's ridiculous. Like I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't believe what they wanted. And even, one, they obviously want a storefront, but even if they didn't want that, like, I would never open an account with Seagrass. One, their fish are not even near as good as quality to go through it all, but they want you to have like 3 references. They will call those references. They want your bank account number. In addition to 3 references, they want 3 other wholesalers that you buy from. Like, get lost. I'm not going to tell you like your competition for you. And I'm certainly not going to give out, like if I was a maintenance business or a retail business, I'm certainly not giving out, confidential information, like personal, it's called, what is it? Personal identifiable information or something like that. I'm not going to just give you random people's phone numbers, addresses, and have you contact them. But yeah, like Seagrass Farms was absolutely the worst. And I'm not saying like the people, like the guy was really nice. But yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, it's just a wholesale account. Like, what do you need a like FBI quality background check? And I actually get annual, like federal, state background checks every single year for like the last 5 years. So I know what it's like, and I'm like, why do you guys need to do this? It's ridiculous, ridiculous. But so yeah, definitely fish, definitely fish. That was a really good question, though. Thank you, I appreciate it. And what have I missed? Shoot, gotta run. Have a great night. Oh, see you later, but you're probably gone already. Dan, what's up, buddy? Coffee grains, potato peels, or any veggie work great for worms. Yeah, Greg, I was actually surprised. Like, I've been watching a lot of video on these red wiggler worms and people using coffee grains. I'm like, do I want a bunch of caffeinated worms like trying to escape my bin? When is the best time to turn on the aquarium light, day or night? They are in a room that gets indirect light during the day, and for how long? Well, Holly, that's a pretty subjective question. For instance, when I worked swing shift, I had my lights turned on early in the morning, so they were on when I was home. When I worked the morning shift and got up at like 4, I set the timers on later, so the lights were on when I got home. So there's no like magical time like 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's the absolute best time. No, there's not really like a best hands down time like that. Really, you want the lights on when you're home and you can enjoy them. So basically, set the timer around your schedule. And then as far as how long, it really depends. Like, is it a planet tank? Is it not a planet tank? Planet tanks, I usually leave them on between 8 to 10 hours a day. Non-planet tanks, depending on what I'm going for. Like, if I want a tank with a ton of algae, then I'll do like 12 hours a day. So it really just depends on what you're looking for. You should get some extreme from Corey. Your fish will grow fast and color up beautifully. I would love that food after watching that video. Casey says, considering importing maybe when you have enough tanks to manage the numbers. So I've looked into importing, and I don't know that it makes sense importing fish into my garage. From what I found out, it's about a $5,000 minimum order, which you're talking like 10 boxes full of fish at wholesale prices. That would be a lot of fish, and it would be insane. It would be insane. It would be a lot of fun, but the easier thing to actually import is like African cichlids. You can get it on that boat pretty easily. Less numbers, but yeah. You watched my video but didn't comment. I watched this video. Yeah. How's the dogs and reptiles doing? So I do have some bad news when it comes to reptiles, and this actually happened quite a long time ago, but I haven't mentioned it. I did lose my female skink, and so I no longer have a pair. I just have one lonely male, and which is unfortunate because they had bred before, and I don't know what happened, but he got really pissed and just demolished her, like absolutely just beat the living crap out of her. It was bad. It was bad. I've absolutely seen no aggression. Like, I raised their offspring in the same tank. They didn't go after, or he didn't go after any of the smaller lizards. But I don't know, for some reason, he just got angry and killed her. So I don't know. It's what Kaylor says, what kind of skink? The Sulawesi, I don't know if I said that right, water skink, that I've had for quite a while now. Yeah, I was very disappointed, and kind of pissed at him, and still am kind of pissed at him. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Like, I'm not thinking about getting rid of them, but I'm thinking, do I risk getting another female? I don't know. Could your room handle all that $5,000 worth of fish? Valerie, if I absolutely had to, I could house $5,000 worth of fish. It depends more on the variety. So if it's like if it's $5,000 worth of 20 different fish, I could do that. But if it's $5,000 and 200 different types of fish, probably not. Probably couldn't do that. Do you plan on selling any fancy plecos? Matthew, I have L18 golden nugget plecos in quarantine right now. Unfortunately, that's about the only fancy pleco I have access to. I can get the other golden nugget pleco. Let me look. Oh, there's like 18 types of golden nugget plecos. No, I can't. It's no longer available. I just got the updated list like an hour ago, so I have it up, and I've been like scrolling through to see what I can get. Yeah, as far as fancy plecos, it looks like royal spotted plecos, gold nugget plecos, and tiger plecos, L333. So nope. And then, like, common plecos, sailfin, ancistrus. Nope. I can't use your connections with Corey to get a good wholesale supplier. No, because it's not up to Corey. Like, first of all, I would never ask Corey for for that. I ask Corey for advice, but I would never be like, hey, can you go to this company that you do business with and tell them that if they don't open an account with me, that you're going to cancel your account with them, or just something like that. You know, I would never do that. But it still wouldn't change their requirements. And like I said, most of them are kind of jerks anyways. So, and me saying that doesn't really help my cause, but some of them are really nice though too. Like the guys I deal with, they are super duper nice. Like their whole team so far has been great. Even with the issues I've had, they're still like the nicest people. So that's at least a good thing. Popsicle with a 99-cent super chat with the confused look, I guess. I don't know what that picture is, but thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, I got some high nitrates. How do I get them down without doing a giant water change since some of my fish are acting up? Anthony, it sounds like you want to do a water change. If you have high nitrates, the only way to get rid of them is to do a water change. So there you go. I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but I think the L18 is the large spot gold nugget, which is the one I would get if I was branching beyond the Ancestris genus. I posted a picture of them somewhere. Oh wait, I think it was the thumbnail to my last live stream. Never mind. Can you keep archers with angelfish? I'm sure you could. RJ says, I'm going to enjoy my coffee tomorrow and my new Steamfight Aquatics mug. It will be pretty sweet. Yes. You got the mug. Is it going to be there tomorrow? I saw the tracking number, but to be honest, I didn't click on it to see when it was going to get there. But yeah. Would I ever sell reptiles online? No. Nope. I've actually looked into reptile wholesale accounts, and reptiles are like exact opposite as far as fish. Like when you're selling fish and fish supplies, like a majority of your profit is in the fish. When you're selling reptiles and reptile supplies, a majority of your profit is in the supplies. I've seen the wholesale prices for reptiles, and like a reptile that you would buy for $50, the wholesale price is like $45 or $40. So yeah, probably not. Now, if I was at like a reptile show and someone was like, "Oh, here, I'll give you all these reptiles for $5," then I would probably, scoop them up and sell them online as like a one-off thing. But even then, like, no one's going to my site for reptiles, and no one's really coming to my channel for reptiles. Maybe a few people, but I don't know. Okay, let me get back to chat here. I've been ignoring a lot of comments. It's besides me getting hay for buying a collar instead of a harness for my future puppy. Did you say before that you had a pistos? Yeah. Yep. I'm hoping to bring in more pistos too. I'd like to find a breeder, someone local that's breeding a pistos. That would be nice. Or even someone who's not local that would want to sell a pisto fry. Dwayne says we are here for PUBG news. There is no news. That game sucks. That game is just it's not aging well at all. Deanna is here. Hello. Can you use your connections? Oh, wait. Okay, I'm back to where I was. Hey, I got some high nights. Okay, yeah. I think I'm caught up almost. Casey says, I wonder if the co-op would be willing to go in on an import since your markets don't overlap. That would be a fun collab video. Yeah, but again, I wouldn't even ask because I already know that that's not something that he would want to do. Anthony, you could do a slightly smaller water change and throw in a bunch of floating plants, but some water change is necessary. That's true. If you have high nitrates, just do a 50% water change. If there's something wrong with your fish, clean water is going to be good for them anyways. So, yeah, unfortunately, like you could put plants in there, but it's not going to just magically cure it, like overnight. It would take a while. Any reason the Panagara is sold out but not sold out if you buy 3 or more at the same time? And are there any turquoise coming back in stock? The reason that they are sold out is because I don't sell fish in singles. Yeah, it'd be pretty rare for you ever to find a fish on my website that's sold as a single. Because if somebody buys one Pandagara and they're in Florida and I gotta, or like Maine, anywhere on the East Coast where shipping is $15, and I gotta throw in a heat pack. That one fish, that's a lot, and I'll end up losing money for selling just one fish. So yeah, that is why. And I realize that maybe you only want one, but for that fish, I can't sell just one. Whereas like the gold nugget pleco at like $60 a piece, selling one of those, that's a completely different story. Please do not get a snake. You would see me rest in peace. I already own a snake and it bit me. It bit me. I do. I have a python. I have a carpet python. Waiting for them Trophius dude, and I'll be hitting up your store. I'll tell you what, I am definitely like more and more getting into African cichlids. If you go back like way back on my channel, that's kind of where I started at, and even did a stream on Aquarium Co-op's channel way back in the day about African cichlids. That's kind of where I started, and the nice thing about African cichlids is that most of them, besides your finicky Lake Tanganyikan fish, they ship really, really well. I do have some shell dwellers that will be for sale soon. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get any more. So once those sell, they're gone forever. Well, I don't know. They might come back in like 6 months or whatever. But I don't know. It's becoming more appealing, like African cichlids. I don't know. I like them, and they're starting to make the rounds. I find that this hobby is really cyclical. I kind of like, and I don't know if anyone else is like this, but like I started with Africans, and then I moved to planet tanks, and then after a long time I went back to Africans, and then after a long time I went back to planet tanks, and then I kind of kept both at the same time, and it just like around and around and around. I just feel like this hobby is very cyclical for me, and maybe it is for some of you guys. Brad says, where are you at? I breed a Pistos, McMasteri, Panduro, Agassizii. I am basically about an hour north of Seattle. You know what's funny here? You know what's funny? This problem, as you guys know, has been going on for a very, very long time, right? I mean, probably like 2 to 3 months we've had this problem. The funny thing is that it only happens on this channel. So I live stream, like when I live stream on my other channel, it never freezes. I never lose sound. I don't have any problems whatsoever. It is only on this, and there's another channel that I stream on that nobody knows about. No problems whatsoever. So 3 channels. This is the only one that I lose sound, and that freezes on me, and it makes it's impossible for me to figure out. Like I cannot figure out what the problem is. Like it just can't be on my end. It can't be. It's got to be something with YouTube, specific to my channel. I don't know, but there's nothing I can do about it. Well, yeah. So it can't be. It can't be. Like I've reinstalled sound drivers. Thank you for that tip. it doesn't happen on any other channel. Like I have like 6 YouTube channels total. Stream to 3 of them, and it only happens on this specific channel. I can't figure it out. I can't. Regenerate your endpoint by deleting the camera in Creator. Yep, done it. Done it. Been there. I've uninstalled everything. I've uninstalled drivers, reinstalled drivers. I've uninstalled my live streaming program, which is OBS. Reinstalled everything. Graphics drivers, sound card, you name it. I've done it. But and like I said, it doesn't happen on any of my other channels. Alex says, would you be interested in cribs once mine are big enough to ship? Also, what pistos do you have in right now? The only pistos I have in right now are Borellii and no. So there's going to be certain fish that I will never be interested in, and that is albino and chocolate, bushy nose plecos. Never. Do you overclock your CPU? No, I haven't really had a need to. So no. And cribenzes are one of those. If it's just the common crib, then no, I can't take that. If it's one of like the more rare strains, like the red, or any of the other ones that I can't remember right now, I would at least probably think about that. But yeah, bushy nose plecos are a no, cribs are a no, convicts are a no. I couldn't think of what else is on my list right now, but basically the stuff that everyone is breeding and everyone is trying to give away is what I'm not interested in. Would the plecos in quarantine you're going to sell fit in a 40-gallon breeder community as a single? They are a beauty. Yeah, you could do one in a 40-gallon breeder. Do you have many people watching your other channels? No, definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. Nowhere close. What about clown plecos? I would love to get in clown plecos and also rubber lip plecos, just because I think they are vastly underrated plecos. They're small. The rubber lip will eat algae. It does a great job at eating algae. The clown pleco looks cool. It's like $6-7 maybe. Yeah, I think there are 2 very underrated plecos. So maybe that's what I should do videos of, like underrated plecos, underrated corridoras. I don't know, just maybe underrated fish in general. I don't know. Greg says, I need a computer so I can join as a member too, however I want. Stupid iPhone. Yep. Starting next month, the members are finally going to get their discounts to the website every month. So if you're a member and want to order fish, wait till next month and we're starting the monthly discount for members. What are the Ancistrus Rio Ukulele? What? I don't know what that is. I don't. Joel says he's got to go. Well, that figures. Is Rio here? Rio, where is Rio? Somebody said hi to Rio. We got to congratulate Rio. His channel is doing amazing. I assume he's here since somebody said hi to him. Oh, there he is right there. Rio, hi Bob and everyone. Dude, you're doing a great job. I love your videos, man. But I still want that Volkswagen Beetle. I still want that Volkswagen Bug. When I become a billionaire and I can just afford to buy any car I want whenever I want, I'm totally gonna have one of those cars. Same with the Volkswagen Bus. What is like the 21 panel or the 81 panel Volkswagen Bus, whatever it is. Yeah, I'm gonna have one of those too. Bold, fast growing, brown and rust colored. Okay. The Zen Ginger says, I have a clown pleco in my discus tank. Could a rubber lip go up to 82 also? It has mad algae. That's actually a good question. Let's look it up. I don't know the max temperature on a rubber lip offhand. Rubber lip Pleco. Okay, where are you? Seriously, fish. That's all I want. Why does it not come up? It's like a really high L number too. I don't remember. Like L400 or something weird. It does say up to 82 degrees, but it also says that rubber lip plecos get up to 6 inches. So now I cannot trust this website. Rubber lip plecos definitely do not get 6 inches. Okay, seriously, fish, where you at? There we go. Yeah, L444. I knew it was a really high number. Yeah, 24 degrees Celsius. So yeah, you can definitely do it in a warmer tank. No problemo. Candy, remind me, did I super chat? No, Bob, you didn't super chat. I haven't seen any super chats at all. Oh, Candy already spilled the beans. Thanks. Just cost me $10, Candy. Not cool, man. Not cool. I don't know. Did I? Oh, no, I didn't. Ha. Never mind. I'm the chucklehead. Never mind. I'm the chucklehead. Bob Kaler with the $10 super chat. How did I miss this? Like, I thought I at least not acknowledged this. Didn't I? I don't know. Still say you're behind the scenes. Member only content rocks. Love getting unexpected extra vids. Invites to help with content and knowing things earlier than I would otherwise. Pound, be a member. Yes, I'm a chucklehead. I don't know how I missed that. Maybe it was, wait, at 5:21. Oh, that was, okay. So that was when the microphone froze. That's what I was talking about when the sound cut out. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, I did read it and acknowledge it. It was just, it must have been when the microphone cut out. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Okay, I think I saved that quite well. I'm gonna try to start breeding isopods. Awesome, Susie Q. You won't regret it. Just don't do what I did and get addicted to them. I have like 12 species now of isopods, and I could easily have like 40 if I wasn't like purposely trying to hold myself back. I don't know. Have you got your isopods yet? I can send you some. I'm trying to think. I think my powder orange, my orange vulgare, and not dairy Dalmatian are all doing well, and I could probably send any one of those. But yeah, which ones are you looking at? Which ones are you looking at? Okay, yeah, get those. I'll buy a couple for the 130. Oh, I can't get rubber lip plecos. I was just saying, in addition to the clown plecos, that they're underrated. Any tips on breeding L129? I'm about to have a group of 4. Alex, Dave. The only time I have ever kept L129s, I killed them all. So you don't want any tips from me. Boss Hog says, "What's up, Bob?" Well, it's a dog eat dog world, and I'm wearing milk bone underwear. That's about what's up over here. We just have regular roly-polies here in Alabama. Yeah, I actually pulled some from outside and got them in a bin. Josh's Frogs has some. Wait, what? Dalmatian are Porcelio scaber. Dairy cow are Porcelio lavis. I do have both, but my dairy cows are not. I think I was digging around in there and I maybe saw like 4 or 5 babies. But the Dalmatians are blowing up. And huge shout out to Dank Tanks about feeding them fish. Isopods go crazy over fish, absolutely crazy. So like the neon or the green neon tetras I got that all of them died. I fed them all to my isopods, and they absolutely destroyed them in like minutes. I swear. Put a dead fish in your isopod container, and they go nuts for them. Nuts. It's insane. I need to do like a time lapse. I wonder if I can do that with this Sony camera. Like, how long can you time lapse with a Sony camera? I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'd love to see a video on that, Rio. It would be cool to see what different species you have in Japan. What did I miss? There are so many isopods in our garden in Japan. It's kind of creepy. They're everywhere out here. Be careful. A lot of isopods, you need permits nowadays. Is that what happened? I heard something about that was going on. Like real cows, or am I missing something? Yeah, real cows. Real cows. How is the fish shipping business going? It's going somewhere. I don't know where it's going yet, but it's going somewhere. We talked about that a little earlier in the live stream, so I don't want to get too much into it again, but it's been a fun ride so far. No matter which way it goes, up or down, I can honestly say at least it's been fun and a great experience. Blue Ice Aquatic says, can blue plecos be aggressive? I think maybe my 2-year-old albino killed my baby bushy nose pleco. What depends, like albino what? Is it an albino bushy nose plecos? Generally, albino bristlenose plecos are not aggressive, but they certainly can be. They do like their caves or their, wherever it is that they're trying to attract females. And if another male gets too close to it, then, they could fight. Generally not aggressive, but they can be. How about that? You can keep that crap down here. What? You're supposed to have permits to sell and ship isodes over state line, but not to keep them. Well, Susie Q, I can send you a package of leaves and leaf litter, and if there's something in there, there might be something in there. I don't know. If there's something in there, I didn't put it in there. I was just shipping leaves. Speaking of that, I did get a pretty cool email today. Here it is. Greetings, Bob. I hope you're doing well. I was wondering if you would be interested in carrying some natural fish and shrimp products like katapa leaves from Malaysia. Blah, 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 blah. Here we go. Katapa leaves, katapa barks, which I think are really cool. Guava leaves, which I think are really cool. Mangrove leaves, and mulberry leaves. And I was like, heck yeah. I'm definitely interested in that, depending on what the price is. But I'm really digging the katapa barks, and I wish I could like screen share this with you guys, but this is pretty highly classified information in this email, so I can't. But it looks pretty cool. I think hopefully we can work something out. I have never heard of this guy until he sent me an email, but you got to start somewhere, right? I'm a nobody. He might be somebody, so it might work out. Steen Mod Bob. What? Bob, can you get red? Oh, wait. Can you get female red Apisto cockatoides? Trying to support small business here, dang it. Should I just forget the fish and become a member? You can be a member. If you're going to buy fish, you will get a discount, which will then pay for your membership. If you sent me an email, I mean, Ginger, if I bought all the fish that you said that you wanted to buy this live stream, that would be like an entire wholesale order just for you. Cardinal tetras, discus, apistos, plecos. I mean, jeez. But if you sent me like an email or just a message anywhere, Well, let's be real. I only respond to email. So if you sent me an email on something that you really wanted, and if I could get it, yes, because I can get those apistos, but I cannot get like guaranteed sex. It's very rare to get like a guaranteed sex in a wholesale order. So uh, as I scroll through here, like through 100 fish already, maybe two of them is specified male or female. So yeah, I have 14 tanks that I still need to stock. I have problems. Oh yeah. Well, I can tell you, if you become a member and even buy like once a month, it'll pay for it. So it's up to you. You'll also have first dibs, and you'll know first what's coming out. So, you know, it's up to you really. I think Synodontists are, or I think Synodontists or better than Plecos, or um, and then you're eyeballing some discus. Will you be at the Isopod Association convention this year, Bob? I didn't even know that was a thing. Um, Honestly, I hope to be at some point where I can afford to go to all these different conventions. But I'll tell you, it's gonna be rough. Like, I want to go to Aqua Shella next year, but with YouTube cutting revenue by, I mean, nobody really knows how much, but estimates of 70%. I don't know that I can go to Aqua Shella. Uh, so it really depends, but hopefully someday, like I'll be able to go to like just convent like a convention every month. Um, that would be like an insane goal to get to, but it would be nice. It would be awesome. Does he have magnolia seed pops, Bob? Would love to get some. I can ask. You know, they're on the other side of the world in the southern hemisphere, so they'll probably respond at like 1 in the morning. But yeah. How much extra would you pay for a 2 bedroom over a 1 bedroom if your only plans were for a fish room? Um, Probably quite a bit. Here, like apartment wise, there's not a big difference between like a 1 bedroom and a 2 bedroom. The difference is probably like $80, $100. To me, that's probably worth it. Oh, look, I talked her into it. We got the hard sale going on. Oh, welcome to the Steam Fight Shoal, Zen Ginger. Oh, man. I really had to work for that one. Bob, can one of your mods post Candy's update on Stacy GoFundMe link? Aren't you a mod? Oh, no, you're a member. Sorry. Sometimes I get colorblind. I'm like, you're green. You should be a mod. Oh, he will get big. An absolute doll hangs out with me for hours, especially when I'm taking care of all the tanks. What are you guys talking about? Life in Liquid. Where is this Isopod Association convention at? Oh, it's this year. If it's this year, probably not. Hang out for hours. So Bob, I don't require my mods to do anything at all. Mods are blue, Bob. Noob. Yeah. Yeah. But so like Candy links all these links because she wants to, and she'll tell you that I've yelled at her for doing it. I'm like, just hang out, have fun. Don't worry about linking everything every 5 minutes. But that's what she does on like every live stream. So I don't know. She must enjoy it. But I don't really require my mods to do anything ever. And there has been a couple times when I'm like, hey, can you delete that comment, or but otherwise, yeah. Ordered a Night Crew Light for my Nano 2.3 gallon tank. Excited to get it tomorrow. Scottish Aquatics, you're probably gonna have. Wait a minute. I thought you were moving. Are you setting up tanks or are you moving? Jeez. The Night Crew lights are really, really bright. So on 2.5 gallons, I can't even imagine. You're going to have a lot of algae. Talking about crested geckos with candy. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I forget about my crested gecko. Like, I don't forget about it and like forget to feed it, but since it's nocturnal and I never see it ever, sometimes I forget about it. It's not my fault. Maybe it's my fault. Candy is the hostess with the mostest. Can I be a mad? Can I be a mad? Can I be a mod? I plan on contributing. I don't really mod ever. I think I can't remember the last time I modded someone. Um, you can be a member. I can't resist. I know. I was just trolling. Sorry, I made up the. Well, at this point, like I wouldn't even it wouldn't even surprise me at this point. There's conventions for everything now. But you got me. You got me. Setting up tanks while I move. That seems smart, Scott. that seems smart. Hey guys, I'm moving halfway across the country in a month, but I'm just setting up a few tanks over here. No biggie. Any fancy plecos can live with a female, super red bristle nose, and a 40 breeder. All kinds. All kinds. Lots and lots and lots of fancy plecos. Not an issue. Got to handle cresteds a lot. Mine will sit with me for hours doing water changes, getting fry out of tanks, feeding all the pets. He's my little fish room dry pet. Mine, like I see it every once in a while. I have like this, not a big piece of like round cork bark, but it's, I don't know, it'd probably be like a medium-sized one if you were to buy it. And it hangs out inside of that. But every once in a while, it will be hanging up upside down on leaves. And then I'll be like, what's that? And I'll see its tail hanging down. I don't film it. I don't film it a lot because it's in an aquarium, and I think aquariums make terrible terrariums simply because of the water spots. And I don't do a good job of cleaning the water spots off the inside from like misting or spraying. So, but they are fun to handle. Not fun to handle for beginners. Like I wouldn't recommend it. Because their skin can be kind of delicate, but obviously you know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, they're really fun to handle. You give your lizards too good of a hide, Bob. I know. I need to set up their tanks like my quarantine tanks with nothing in them so I can see them all the time. Turn it on its end. Well, for like a 20 long or something like that, that would work. But for this, it's a 37-gallon tall. So it'd be really awkward and it would take up a ton of space, like front to back. So it would just be awkward. I have nowhere to put a tank like that, like standing on end. I love my Petricola. My LFS doesn't sell. My LFS though doesn't carry true, and for the price I want it to be. Barely anyone does. They're super hard to find. When you do find them, they usually don't know what they have. You have to. Oh yeah, the Synodontis. Next time I move is to the graveyard, or someone got to buy all my stuff if I move. I'm too old and lazy for the moving game anymore. I'm getting there. Def says, I dream about reptiles. Yeah, I believe that. You have so many of them. Good lord. As far as do I dream about my fish? I don't think so. Not that I can remember. If I have, I mean, maybe I haven't. Sometimes you just don't remember dreams. Let's see. I dreamt that I had a bunch of them and I forgot to clean them and feed them. Okay. Still not breeding. I'm doing something wrong. I've got hard water, 7.5 pH, 74, 76. They're in a 33 long. Should I buffer the water or keep them hotter? What are we talking about? I bought some online from someone who said they had imported the parents from northern Tanganyika, so they should have been Petri. He got fired up with me asking to confirm them, and I had to take a gamble. Oh yeah. I could understand like wanting that, but to me, they're both awesome fish. So the Lucipennis. I dream about finally getting my dwarf Sumbu to breed. Then I woke up and remember the frustration of them not breeding. Oh boy. If you do, that will never trust you again. Oh, you guys are still talking about Crested Geckos. See, that's the one thing. Like, you're talking about handling it and its tail falling off, or had after it fell off or something like that. Like, I would never want to handle the crested. I would never want to be responsible for my crested gecko dropping its tail. One of the few lizards that don't regrow their tail. Bracken, what's up, buddy? Would you sell cichlids on your site if someone slightly local bred them for you? Yes, well, again, as long as they're not crebensis or convicts, then yes, absolutely. Like, I would much rather buy fish, from local breeders, but even like breeders that are willing to ship. I would absolutely rather have, homebred fish over like imported or wholesale fish. Absolutely. And I would take almost anything except for what I mentioned. The most common thing I get via comments on videos, email, is bristlenose. I got albino bristlenose. I got chocolate bristlenose. I got bristlenose this, bristlenose that. And unless they're calico, red, or green, or the more fancier strains like the Starlight, but the common and the albino, no. Thanks, but no. Frog butts need to be appreciated. Yeah, so a crested gecko that drops his tail is called a frog butt. And like I've bought frog butts, but I would not want to be responsible. Like, I would just feel awful forever if me handling a crested gecko when it doesn't need to be handled and it drops its tail. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, with it doing that. Like, health wise, it'll be just fine for the rest of its life. But just knowing that I would be responsible for it dropping its tail, like, I don't know. I mean, I'm still mad that I dropped my tail, so I couldn't imagine doing it to a gecko. Kaler's Aquatic says those 300 Jack Dempsey fry are still on the table, Bob. I mean, I got a turtle to feed. I do got a turtle to feed. Curtis says, why no cribs? Because cribs are the same way. Like, the common crib, you can't even give those things away. You can't. It's just, it would put me in a situation where I'm stuck with fish that I don't want, and that I would have to keep. I don't know. It just wouldn't be a good situation. Like, what am I trying to think? Like the black ruby barbs. I ended up keeping the black ruby barbs for myself. A lot of these fish that I bring in, if they don't sell, I have no problem keeping them, myself. If I bring in crebensis and they don't sell, now I'm stuck with crebensis. I don't get to keep them. I'm stuck with them. So it's kind of a big difference to me. And I have nothing against crebensis. They just don't sell very well. Anyways, button. Anything I say is a word. Let's just get that out of the way. Buy $100 worth of fish, get 3 brown standard bristlenose for free. I think the problem would be, like, people would be like, you can just keep them. I mean, and again, this is probably a little bit of me coming out. Like, if I went somewhere and went to a website and they were like, spend $100 and you get bristlenose plecos for free, I'd be like, just keep them. Like, don't do that. What I would do, see, Kevin, this is a problem. Are you saying see world or see the world? When meet president, they see. What I'm thinking about doing is free plants. Spend $100 and you get a free plant. Something like that. I would never do fish though, because what if that person doesn't know about this fish or know how to properly care for this fish? Like, spend $500, get a free zebra pleco. I don't know. That's not a good example because zebra plecos are really easy to care for. Spend $500 to get a free discus. I don't know. Like, there's no, like, guarantee that person knows how to take care of their fish. Can you imagine like going to the pet store, buy 10 pounds of dog food, and get a free random dog? Obviously, that's a bit extreme, but yeah. Does Zen Ginger and everything water changes his work as we get? Yeah, I don't mind doing water changes either. This is a lizard stream now, Bob. It can be whatever you want it to be. Dwayne says you need a big warehouse, Bob, and 5 employed helpers. I definitely want a warehouse. If fish shipping fish goes well, I will get a warehouse for sure. And if it doesn't, then I'll just keep doing it out of my garage and doing it for funsies. I don't know. It's been very frustrating, but it's also been very rewarding and fun at the same time. Plants seem best. Yep, I sent out a free plant with one of my orders today. So I had almost a dozen orders get shipped out today, and one of them is getting a free plant. What's the little critters next to the people's name? Those are members, and it depends on how long you've been here, although it is basically completely random. I think like Kaler's Aquatic is a gecko, which I think is 6 months. At 6 months, you get to be a gecko. There's no rhyme or reason except for at 2 years you can be a rainbow fish. But yeah, I didn't really set up the icons with much thought. Free random dog, yeah. Alex says I have 2 pairs of pistols that I'm trying to get to breed. They are a pistol Hongzoi and a pistol Cockatoides Super Red. The Super Red should breed pretty easily in almost any water conditions. However, oh man, where did that comment go? The Hongzoi, you might have to lower the pH a bit to get him to breed. I love water changes, put on YouTube videos. Yep. I think in some of my early videos, you can actually hear other people's YouTube videos in the background. Because like I'm filming myself doing water changes and just filming YouTube videos, and at the same time still like listening to YouTube videos. And some of those videos you can still hear them in the background. What is this? What is this? An angelfish? That is an angelfish. Yes. You already divided it into 2 days. Otherwise, it's going to take 8 hours. Yep. When I had just my fish room, I did 1 wall a day. 1 wall a day. Can you put blue tongue skinks on the website, Bob? Maybe as a holiday goal? Probably not. If there's any type of non-fish animal going on the website, it would be bird poop. Yep, bird poop frogs. That is a real thing, people. A real thing. And I'll show you. Let's take a look. These are super duper awesome frogs. That's their scientific name. So their common name is bird poop frog. Their scientific name is super duper awesome frog. Bird poop frog. Let's take a look. South American bird poop frog. Here it is. Why is this not full screen? Come on. Freaking amateurs. Alright, that's good enough. Look at how sweet these frogs look. Look at that. Is that not like... So this is not as cool as like a mossy tree frog, but obviously you can see why it's called a bird poop frog. I mean, what kind of luck did you get on the evolutionary chain to be like, you gotta live in bird poop, and to survive, you now have to look like bird poop. Look at the next Google term, bird droppings. Oh, yeah, I'm seriously thinking about bringing these in. You have no idea. I almost brought them in on the last Reptile Expo we had here in Seattle. But like I said, super duper awesome. Bird poop frogs. Some of my favorite frogs. Yeah, they have a really good call too. Like, I don't listen to you, Candy, unless it's photos. What? Those pics don't do it justice? No, absolutely not. They are, I don't know. And now, like, talking about them, Yeah, rolling the evolutionary dice. Yep. You gotta live in bird poop, and to survive, you're gonna have to look like bird poop. Although, I mean, can you imagine? Like, these guys probably never get messed with at all. Like, these is he like, oh man, South America. Like some lizard walking along, be like, oh, that's bird poop over there. I don't even want to go over there. Does Bob know about live chat? No. Mr. Exquisite, what's up, buddy? Sell rare Africans. I'd buy those. Can't find them anywhere. Yeah, if it was that easy. Just wondering because I have some zebra obliquidans. Ooh, so you're talking about like Victorian cichlids, right? Mm. Um, I mean, I would try to sell them, I guess, but I know Victorians just generally don't sell well, and that's coming from people that have bred and sold African cichlids. The problem with not, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of a different fish. Let me look it up. Zebra obliquidans. I'm pretty sure this is this is definitely a Victorian cichlid. You can tell just by the way it looks. Yeah, Victoria. So the problem with Victorian cichlids, and I've bred a lot of Victorian cichlids, is that only the dominant male colors up. At least in like Malawi and Tanganyikan fish, like you'll still get color out of the non-dominant males, but generally like the zebra, not zebra, but the Victorians I brought in, it is only the dominant male, and like all the other males just want to look like women so they don't get killed. But yeah, it is a super cool fish though. I mean, but like I said, I'd try it. I would try to sell them. Yeah, it has been a while. You must still be playing Fart Night. You kind of disappeared when Fart Night came out. So I just assume you've been over playing Fart Night this whole time. Mr. Exquisite used to come on. I don't know. I think you were on the live stream a few times on the other channel, maybe like 10 years ago. But yeah, nice fish, definitely. It's a beautiful fish. Yep, that's the thing. Like all Victorian cichlids, like the dominant male always looks amazing. Always. Man, which what I had the Pundamilia. I had an undescribed species for a long time that was collected by that dude in Seattle. Man, can't remember his name, but he actually went to Lake Victoria and collected them himself. I had those for a while. That was pretty neat. But anyways, Michael Thornley Wildlife Foundation dropped in to say hi. Hello. So I think that's going to do it for tonight, folks. A lot of my friends look like bird poop. I mean, maybe they have life figured out. You look like bird poop. People probably give you money when they pass you. I don't know. Maybe it's not a bad gig. I don't know. So now that Duke Nukem is here, it is time to go. Howdy doody macaroni. Am I late? Yep, we are signing off. It has been over an hour. Heat seal or rubber band. Has heat seal failed you? Heat seal has not failed me, but either have rubber bands. But the few packages I have shipped out that were rubber band, I used 3 rubber bands. So definitely overkill. What else did I want to say? Oh, I don't know. It's been a long day. It's been a long day of packing and shipping fish, and I can't wait to do it again next Monday. So anyways, guys, I hope you had fun. We really had no direction in this live stream, but it could have been worse. I mean, we were looking at bird poop frogs for crying out loud, so it's pretty sweet. You shouldn't complain. And so don't forget, we will live stream again Thursday morning. Let me go through. I want to thank Zen Ginger for becoming a member. Also, thank you, Lisa, for becoming a member. a couple days ago. It's always sweet when you get members when you're not live streaming. I don't know why. It just is. Kaler's Aquatic, thank you. Popsicle, thank you. The Fish Tank Barn, thank you for the live stream. I mean, the super chats. And thanks everyone for coming out. It's been another successful live stream. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Oh wait, bloop, bloop. There we go. Stream offline.